Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy RC the Great back with another video. This is Market Watch episode 5. And as you can see, last night I was searching and looking for Giannis and seeing what his price was looking like for the Amethyst Giannis. For some reason, I was telling myself we are going to be getting another Giannis card soon. Something was telling me I need to put my Giannis up in auctions, even though he has been great for my team. Now, my Giannis had a diamond shoe, 3 Hall of Fame badges, and he had 16 or 15 gold badges. He was an absolute beast for my team. But I figured I could get a lot of MT for him while he still had value before another Giannis card. I didn't know if it was going to be a next day or next week, but I wanted to sell him before he lost a lot of his value. So I put him up for 100K, and I just waited till the next morning to see what would happen. Now again, Giannis was great for my team, but I just wanted to do it to see how much MT I would be able to get from him. So the next morning comes, I get my daily spin, and I get a little 1,000 MT. I'm usually not very lucky with this thing. That's why I control my own destiny, and I make sure I am making MT in the market each day. So we head over to the auctions, and our Giannis Antetokounmpo sold for 100K. I was happy about this, obviously, but I was even more happy because I knew it was a pack day, and I looked up who was coming out in the packs, and we ended up getting a diamond Giannis in packs today. He came in the Idols pack along with a pink diamond Dominique Wilkins, along with the diamond Deron Williams. But selling my Giannis for 100K at the prime time was extremely clutch. Now, I did not know he was coming today, but I knew he was coming soon. And I am very happy that I did that. We also have the playoff underdogs packs that are still in there. So we're going to be looking at the prices of those right now. But I really wanted to go over some of the prices I've been talking about in the past couple of days, but also show you some of the nice snipes I got today when I got home. Now, Deron Williams, I do think maybe going for a little bit more later. We will see. But I put this filter in so I can be able to search for him and Giannis at the same time. And I was able to get a Deron to pop up, and I did snipe him. I had to scroll over one time. Got him for 100K. His price did start to fall a little bit later in the day. As you can see, all the bids were ending at the same time. Just like I told you guys what happened in many of the videos, they start ending around the same time, and then the price will start to plummet. So I did it to myself. I should have waited a little bit longer to see if that happened with Deron, but I got home. I was excited about the packs, and I didn't even follow my own rule. So I probably could have got Deron Williams a little bit low. I think he's going for like 80, 85 around the recording of this video. He might get a little bit higher later on. So I just put him up for 100K. 4-hour bid, 4-hour time frame to see if he could sell later on, like 9 p.m. tonight. He might be able to sell for a little bit higher. If not, I am going to hold on to him for a little bit, but I am not too upset about it because I still have a lot in auctions that I'm going to be able to sell later on for some more MT. So I'm not too mad there. We will see what happens. Just like Mutombo's price went up for a little bit at the end of the day. But then we started to search for a Giannis card, and we got a Giannis snipe. Even though we were late, we bid on him first. We didn't even go to the buyout. We got to the buyout a second later, and we were still able to buy out Giannis for 100K. So that was 2 great snipes I got when I first got home, and now we're getting ready to start talking about the other prices in the market, some of the other things we've been mentioning in the last couple of videos. And you know, we had to add Giannis to our main team. He's one of my favorite players. Defender. I'm a defensive minded person, so now he's going to run my power forward, and he's perfect for the playbook I just put out. Make sure you guys check out that new Pacers playbook I just put. I will leave the link in the description. But yo, let's get ready to go over some of the cards I think are going to increase or decrease in value, and some of the stuff we've been talking about in the last couple videos. All right, so we are on the Idol Series 1 pink diamond filter right now. As you can see, Dominique Wilkins has a bunch of cards in there right now. He's going for about 120K MT as an Idols card. I think he is a pretty good card. He is 6'7", and he is going to be able to compete very well for competitive games. He is a beast on offense. He does have pretty good shooting, but he's going to be a driving beast. 95 driving dunk, pretty good ball handling, a decent defender that you can add clamps to, but you can also add range extender to him that makes him very, very useful in competitive games. He comes with 5 Hall of Fame badges, so he is competing with Ginobili right now competitively. That's what is driving these prices up or down. So if we go to look at Ginobili's price I don't think has moved very much yet. He's around 90 to 100K still. And I do not believe there are any buyouts. There are still no buyouts for Ginobili, and there are no buyouts for Dominique Wilkins. So both of these guys are still around 100, 120K if you're looking to grab one of them. I do think since they're both shooting guards, one or the other is going to increase heavily in value when the reward is named. Last year when it was Tim Duncan, John Stockton, and all those guys, John Stockton was pretty low. Tim Duncan's price went very high. Wilt Chamberlain's price went very high. So not every card is going to increase crazy in value, but not every card is going to go down either. We're going to have to figure out which card is going to be the most expensive. I do think Ginobili being one of the first ones may go higher. We will see. I'm going to evaluate over time. But anyway, let's continue to check into some of the other cards we were talking about in the past. All right, right here we are looking at this Amethyst Doug Christie that we've looked at in the past, and look how many more Doug Christies have entered the market. His price has gone way down, back towards the 28, 27K, and I do not think it's going to recover very, very soon because I don't see many people buying Doug Christie back. I think I should have sold mine the other day when it's around 50 KMT. Mistake by me because I like Doug Christie. I like to actually use him competitively, and I do think he's still going to stay on my team until I get like Dominique Wilkins or somebody. But I'm not really in a rush for that until October 10th for the qualifiers. But why did Doug Christie go down? The reason why Doug Christie went down is because we got another great defensive shooting guard today, Michael Cooper, who is an Amethyst, and he's only going for around 20K. So people were selling back their Doug Christies, even though he's a collection reward. And I do not reward. He's part of the collections. I do think he's going to go back up a little bit because of that. Even though he's part of the collections, this Michael Cooper having Hall of Fame clamps and then having, the gold pickpocket and being able to play pretty good defense, dunk the ball, he can steal, 95 perimeter defense, that has dropped the price of Doug Christie because people may be more willing to use Michael Cooper than they are Doug Christie. Now, it's all going to depend what time tells on if Doug Christie's price is going to go back up. Because again, when that Dr. J is released, people are going to want that Dr. J. So they're going to want the cards that get them that Dr. J. And Michael Cooper is not a part of this. Now, one thing about this Michael Cooper, if you do pick him up, he is going to be one of the cheapest cards you can use for this exchange to get this Bob Cousy. You need an Amethyst Laker player or two of them to get Bob Cousy, and Michael Cooper is only like 20K, 18K MT. So being able to put two of those in here is actually more beneficial than trying to buy Anthony Davis or LeBron James at the moment. LeBron James is not going to go down until another LeBron James card comes out. All right, I am currently here again on this Diamond Isaiah Thomas. I always come back to this card to check him out, and it is not looking good. He has gone down again, and the reason why, that point guard, Deron Williams, just came out. We got Steve Nash out. We got John Stockton out. And Isaiah Thomas cannot shoot as well as those guys. He is not as offensively, skilled in the game as far as competitive reasons. So his price is going down for that reason. So I do not expect him to go very much higher in the near future. So if you were holding on to Isaiah, I would say dump him if you can for as much MT as you get from now. But he still is he's part of that completion for Dennis Rodman. So you never know what can happen with his price. He can shoot up. It's going to be between him and Lamar Odom or who's going to be the most expensive in that set. And if his supply starts to go down again, he can shoot back up. But right now, his price is going down. All right, we are now here taking a look at the Underdogs packs. This is the Diamond filter. And we got the Dikembe Mutombo and Kyrie. As you can see, Kyrie Irving is still going strong. He is very high in price, still around that 150 range. I think he's still going to edge towards that 150, 200K for a while because he still is a little bit better than Deron Williams, I believe. Just as far as competitive reasons, he doesn't really have much that he can't do that Deron Williams can do. And another thing that's giving Kyrie an edge here in his price is that he's part of that completion reward for Latrell Sprewell. That's then going to get you that mysterious player or most likely Dr. J at the end. There are no buyouts for Kyrie right now, but there are some buyouts for Dikembe. I did think his price was going to fall to around 100K, and he is starting to settle around there. So if you had Dikembe hoping that his price was going to go up, I do think he's going to continue to go downwards, and Kyrie is going to be the most expensive out of that set. All is going to depend on the supply. And as far as competitive reasons, people are going to be running more Kyries than they're going to be running Dikembe competitively. All right, now we are at Chris Webber, and look at Chris Webber's price actually starting to fall downwards. And again, the reason why, we just got another power forward out. It is a pack day. Everybody wants Giannis, so they're not spending a lot of their MT on this Chris Webber. Also, Stephen Curry has been redeemed by a lot of people, so people are trying to sell their cards back. So there may be some more supply of Chris Webber in here. As you can see, there's more supply of Chris Webber than we've had in the past couple of days. So pay attention to those things. When the season ends for Stephen Curry, we don't know if they're still going to be redeemable or not. So if they're not redeemable, all the cards that got you Stephen Curry for that XP, people are going to start sending back into the auction house. If it is still redeemable, like if it continues and you can get the next reward and get Stephen Curry, people might hold on to those cards. So that's all going to depend. So Chris Webber's price has gone from like 200K, 300K, and now it's falling back down. And one of those reasons because it's a pack day and there's a power forward out that you can get in Giannis. So people are putting their MT into Giannis and selling other cards to get him. And people have already redeemed Stephen Curry, so they're sending back the cards that got them that Stephen Curry. All right, y'all, before we end the video, I just wanted to talk a little bit about badges. So as you guys can see, the more cards that release, the more badges they start to come with. If you have a surplus of badges that you're hanging on to, I really advise you guys to start selling them or applying them to your players, because the more players that start to come out with these badges, the less people are going to need those badges for their players. So as time goes on, there's going to be players released with Hall of Fame clamps, Hall of Fame range, gold clamps. Those badges are going to lose value because the players come with those badges now. I hope that makes sense. But remember, on pack days, search for your badges. On pack days, try to find cards that are ending at the same time so that you can get them for cheaper. Try to sell your cards when they're not ending at the same time so you can sell them for higher. Add badges to your cards to increase their value. So many tips that we'll continue to go over on this Market Watch series. Again, hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I make this stuff real time. I show you everything that I'm actually doing, mistakes that I've made, cards that I've bought and they were too expensive, cards that I bought really cheap, snipes that I've made. This is all real-time stuff. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I will catch you in the next Market Watch video, most likely recorded this weekend or tonight, based on what prices are looking like. If I want to show you guys something that's going on in the market, give me some suggestions on what you'd like to see. I'm going to try to get more cards out, but I really try to go with the stuff that I do think is going to have the most fluctuation in price. If I think something's just going to move a little bit, or if it's an AMI or Sapphire card that nobody really cares to buy or sell, I'm not really going to cover those things. But we can also do a budget series for this too. If you guys are interested in that, just leave it in the comments. But until next time, I will catch you in the next Market Watch video. This has been RCA the Great. Peace.